Servants of Allah, by Sylviane A. Diaouf. Servants of Allah is probably by far the most significant one. By far, the most significant one that has ever come out on the heritage of African Muslim slaves in the Americas. And it's important that we understand, brothers and sisters, we can't just think of America as the United States. In the Americas, the Caribbean, South America, Central America, the Americas, African Muslims in the Americas. Because if we talk about the Americas, then we'll have to deal with 1502. Africans got to the Americas in 1502. They talk about 1619. 1502 is when African slaves came to the Americas. And then also, there's a current popular trap, brothers and sisters, that Islam is not part of the African heritage. You'll hear this stated by many of our nationalist friends, you know. Nationalism, black nationalism, Pan-Africanism, which next week, inshallah, you know, we used to think that Islam came out of the move of Pan-Africanism and black nationalism. We no longer think that anymore. It's actually the other way around. Pan-Africanism, black nationalism, so on and so forth, actually came out of Islam, and we'll talk about more of that next week, inshallah. But we want to give like a, inshallah, just focus on the Muslim slaves in America. But there's a tendency, again, for Islam to be looked at as a foreign religion with respect to Africa. You'll see this a lot on the college campus. A lot on the college campus. Islam was Arab. It's an Arab thing. And we got to go back to our African religious roots. Straight up. And we saw a few students who actually try to go that way and end up taking chickens and goats and killing them, you know, sacrificing them to the gods in their living rooms and so on and so forth, in their apartments, and almost getting kicked out and so on, you know, that type of thing, and trying to go back, because we black, man. It's not Islam, we black. And they had professors who was pushing this stuff. Islam is not part of the African thing. Islam is like a stranger, but that's on the college campus. But if you come to the street, if you come to the hood, the people know, and the people do not separate Islam from our African identity in the hood. You can tell how brothers relate to you when they see that you're a Muslim. When they relate, what's up, my brother? You know what I'm saying? They know it's a black thing. They see it as a black thing. They do. In the neighborhood, they see it as a black thing. On a college campus, not even, they don't go that way. So there's a tendency to think that Islam was imposed, you know, which of course is not true. The Muslim community, brothers and sisters, in the Muslim community, brothers and sisters, it was one in which the Muslim